Good morning, and I hope we are live again this time. Not really sure. Internet speed's looking a little draggy, so let me know how this is coming across, guys. If this doesn't come across, I'm going to be really sad because I spent some extra money. Hey, Hans, am I coming through okay? Is it blurry or anything? I spent some extra money on a higher price SIM card, which shit has its good working fine. Okay, awesome, great. That is great news because I spent a little extra money yesterday buying a new SIM card on a different carrier, hopefully so that I could get information along to you guys at a better pace for sure, and that we wouldn't have any trouble anymore uploading. Hey John, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Scuba says it was fine on the last one. Okay, cool. I got some complaints on the last one, but then they came back and said the replay, it must have been a problem on their end. Good. That's good news. Before I get started with today's topic, I want to let you know that I'll probably skip a lot of videos. Hey, Elite, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I probably won't be able to go through all the comments today because I really want to talk to you guys about this topic that I have. Can I talk on cam with you? Not from my cell phone, Hans. I can get you on a YouTube hangout sometime. We can do that, but not on cam. Hey, John, David, good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. All the usual suspects. I appreciate you guys very much. But what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about motivational or motivation in and of itself. This is a whole different little, I'm going to try to do a little series on this. So this is not so much about travel and that kind of thing. This is more about you, right? And building your self-confidence. Hey, Alonzo, what's up? As many of you know, I came from a rough background. Hey, Kent. And I was able to build my self-confidence from coming from that background, and I wanted to, hey Troy, I wanted to be able to share kind of where some of my motivation comes from, guys. And please remember, I'm not going to be able to respond to everybody during this, but I'll do my best, okay? So what I want to say is this. Motivation can come from many places, but where I personally find the most motivation is the people that absolutely just have a disdain for me, that absolutely hate my guts. I'll give you an example. There's one person that no matter, it's been over a year since we had a little teeny tiny falling out. You can apply this in your life because maybe you've had a falling out with some person, right? Maybe it's been a long time ago. Good morning, Buono. Hello, everybody. Whoop, whoop, Monger. I'm going to have to start calling you Sideways. Did you know that? I'm going to have to start calling you Sideways because YouTube doesn't like the M word, and I just said it accidentally anyway. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I was so disappointed when I heard that. But Mr. Sideways, we will call you, sir. I'm very sorry that we have to go there. If you like this content and enjoy it, hit the thumbs up button, guys. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. So, back on track to motivation. So I had a problem with the individual about a year ago or whatever. And to this day, 98% of every vlog or radio talk show that he goes on, he mentions me and accuses me of the most disgraceful, defamatory, horrendous stuff that's absolutely, completely untrue. Do you know what kind of motivation that gives me? That means that I have rented so much space in this gentleman's head that I'm all he thinks about. And that for me is motivation, because you guys need to understand, whether it be in real life, whether it be in YouTube life, or whether the two cross paths, okay? Somebody that is out to get you all the time means that you are doing something right. Because if you were doing something wrong, no one would care. Right? I mean, if you were not succeeding in life, nobody cares about people that don't succeed. They only care about people that have small increments or major increments of success. So if you don't have any haters in your life, if you don't have anyone envious of you, then maybe you're not quite as successful as you should be or as you want to be, right? So for me, it's flattering that I have so many people with a disdain for me and this channel, because this channel and you guys, specifically you guys that tune in to the live streams, you know, we just had the Super Bowl. I'm not expecting a big turnout for this live stream, but what I am expecting is to see a lot of people on the replay of this live stream and hopefully get value out of this content, because just because it's a live stream, that does not mean that the value of the content degrades any or descends any, right? I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't have PhDs or master's degrees. I barely have a bachelor's degree. But I can tell you one thing that motivates me in life, and that is when other people tell me I can't do something, or when other people say outlandish, irresponsible, childish things about me. It motivates me now. It used to really hurt my feelings because my ego was so fragile. I had such a fragile ego, man. Yeah, I know the Super Bowl is over, but I thought I might catch a few of you guys after the Super Bowl. Mr. Sideways, you're right. It diminishes. My fault, man. My vocabulary. See, that's another thing. I have people that come on and they're like, in the comment section, sometimes they'll say, how can we take a guy seriously that doesn't know how to pronounce Pattaya or Pattaya or Pattaya? And to me, it's funny, right? Because you know where I'm talking about. You know the city is where I'm at. You can obviously look around. I've talked about the city many times. It's probably on a playlist that says Pattaya, and yet people are so nitpicky and have nothing better to do than just formulate opinions about my. You know, they don't even look at the content. They just, oh, he can't pronounce Pattaya, so therefore he must be an idiot. I really enjoy that stuff. I really do, because it allows me to clean house. It allows me to get rid of all the negativity. This channel has been built around transparency, honesty, integrity, and me cleaning house. That's really what it's been built around. And that's what it's going to continue to be built around, especially with the changes coming up. I know you guys keep hearing about these changes. I will likely do that video tonight and put it up for you either late tonight, or I'm talking about Bangkok time, late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Alonzo says, so we also have to say sideways on comments, or can we say M word on comments? Just for safety purposes, I would say sideways. And just so you know, Mr. Sideways, you are more than welcome to come in here and stay, brother, because I really like you being in the chat. You're very, very helpful and knowledgeable. Good to see you. You're doing better. Love your videos. Very informative, says Enzo. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. So what we're trying to get down to here, guys, is motivation. Like in your real life, back home in the States, let's say it's your job, right? Somebody just despises you. They can't stand you. They want to make your life a living hell. Some people may go as far as to have their wives, or hey Oscar, as to have their wives or girlfriends press completely false legal charges against you. I've seen it happen. That is when jealousy and narcissism meet, right? And if stuff like that happens to you, just put a big smile on your face, guys. Put a big smile on your face, because you're winning. You are winning. Morno says, don't sweat it. There is 3 ways to pronunciate my name, so I am sure there's one few ways. There is. I have a video on a Thai pronouncing Pattaya 3 different ways. So, you know, I don't sweat that small stuff, but it allows me to see who's on the channel for the purposes of the channel, or who's on the channel for the purposes of just getting their name out there, being heard, or whatever, that kind of thing. Lights and Siren says, focus on continued successful content and branding. This is a marathon. You could not have said that better, Lights and Sirens. Could not have said that better. This game, this branding, this entrepreneurship in any way, form, or fashion is always a marathon. I don't believe in rich overnight unless you win the lottery. And then 9 times out of 10, you will lose that money because you didn't earn it. It was given to you. See, I'm working 7 days a week since May, right? Because I'm earning what's happening to this channel. And with, you guys know Richard, right? He's currently headed back to the States, but he's not on here right now. But Richard has given me a ton of motivation to continue this channel's growth. He is going to be a vital part of this channel coming up pretty soon. Richard is going to play a big role. Nothing in terms of content you see is going to be changing, except we're going to be bringing you more of it. Cortland says, hey Jeremy, 6-year-old female here, really enjoy your videos. Well, thank you, Cortland. I don't get a lot of female views, but I really do appreciate you saying that. That really makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Just like hitting the like button makes me feel warm and fuzzy. You guys ask sometimes why my likes and dislikes are disabled. Why can't you see them? Allow me to answer that real quick for you. There's this thing called a dislike mob, where these people get together and they buy third-party dislikes and they dump them on your channel, okay? They cannot do that to my channel if the likes and dislikes are disabled. I can still see the likes and dislikes, all right? But nobody else can on the channel. So just trust and believe that when the time is right, I will open up the user ratings for all those videos. Probably when do I get to enough subscribers that you know, these little petty people in the background that don't mean anything, that have no influence over anybody but themselves, and they don't even do that very well. But when I get to the point where they're this big, because right now they're about this big. When I get to the point where they're this big, I'll cut the user ratings on and you guys can see everything for yourself. I will tell you, my likes versus dislike ratio is very good. In general, it's very good. And hey Chris, I just wanted you guys to be able to look for some motivation in strange places. So your boss comes to you and says, Sir, Jay says, where are you now, if I may ask? I am in southern Thailand. If your boss comes to you and says, I'm going to give an example from a friend of mine, okay? Boss came to him one day and said, we need to have lunch, right? Hang on one second. Juggalug says, hey, do you ever see many American women traveling in Thailand by themselves? Not very often, not very often. Hey Jeff, good to see you too, buddy. So my friend, my guy is at work. His boss comes to him and says, let's go to lunch. Never done anything wrong. I'm gonna get to all your comments, guys. Hello from New Orleans, T. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Always trying to be the better person. Always trying to be the better person. David says, you are a motivation, Jeremy, but not from strange places. I hear you, man. I hear you. Thank you, David. I really appreciate that. And this is one of those, I'm going to do series on different motivational topics, because you guys have to understand, it's a lot of work behind the scenes, and I get caught a lot of really bad things. And sometimes it affects you, you know, whether you want it to or not. No matter how strong you are, sometimes it affects you. But let me give you this example. So the guy's boss comes to take him to lunch, and he fires him at lunch. Never done anything wrong, just said they weren't exactly what he was looking for. Producing great numbers, doing the whole thing. Hey Jazzy, and I appreciate you appreciating the videos. By firing him, it led him to another opportunity, which was so much better than the opportunity that the job he was currently working at. And now he lives a better life because of that. So you never know where motivation is going to come from. You never know what's going to happen in your life, what door's going to seemingly shut before you open the next one, right? So you can't let you can't sweat the small stuff, is what I'm trying to say. And don't sweat what people say about you, for the love of God. Don't worry about what people say, right? Your integrity, your character will speak for itself. Like this channel, I don't worry. There are all kinds of allegations about this channel. I've heard everything in the book about this channel, right? And me. I don't sweat it in any way, form, fashion, at all, none, zero, zilch, nada. Why? Because my integrity speaks for itself. Period. Period. That's all there is to it. Scuba Time, I love you, man, and thank you so much for that very large contribution. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that, man, and it makes a world of difference. It really does. The monetary contributions on this channel go toward travel expenses, and equipment to shoot video with. That's it. That's all it goes for. And you guys that contribute, I just absolutely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let me catch comments here. Lee says, I know what you mean about building, because I'm steadily building my company and recently deleted my Facebook to focus. Sometimes you have to do that. That's right. Keep up your hard work. You have my full support. Thank you, Elite. See, it's guys like you that keep me going, right? It's guys like you that support me no matter what. You don't buy into the bull crap behind the scenes. Jeff says, don't sweat the small stuff. Just do what you do. Absolutely, Jeff. Is Sideways still in here? I don't know if he's still in here or not. I hope he is. I really love him. I hope he didn't go away. Oregon says, everything really does happen for a reason. Just roll with life and it works out. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. I really couldn't agree more. Oscar says, I felt like I missed some drama. No drama. No drama. No drama. This is motivation for me and my life's experiences, right? So I'm just telling you, as a whole, there are a lot of people that really hate me because I have been moderately successful, just a little bit of success, and they haven't. They've had virtually none. They've had many failed attempts at businesses while I continue to stick it out in YouTube, right? And I continued to stick it out and stick it out and stick it out until I found someone that would really help me, and I'm talking about Richard. And now we are really going to take off, guys, and you guys are going to get some amazing content from amazing places. Craig, thank you so much, Craig, for your contribution. Seems like you're contributing almost every chat, and I really appreciate that, brother. I really genuinely appreciate that. Jazzy says, if you let people get you, that giving them back. That's right. He who angers you controls you. So if you are a YouTuber, or if you're at work, right, and you respond to the person that made you angry, okay, he's got control over your emotions. Just like if you make a vlog about somebody that said something that hurt your poor little feelings, and you make a vlog about it, you're having an emotional reaction. That's not a response. Let me tell you the difference. A response is emotional. It's what happens when something bad happens. Somebody says something about you and you fire off just like that without thinking. A response is what happens when you take your time, you cool down, level heads prevail, you sleep on whatever it is, and you come to a good, solid, logical conclusion for the problem. Monger says, I'm intrigued that part of my name is not liked by YouTube. That will need double checking. I understand sometimes it's misunderstood and used in a negative way. Yeah, that's a legit. Dude, I totally agree. Nothing would make me happier than to be able to call you by your full name. I promise you. If you would like to double check that, please do, because what I read said no go on your name, and there was several other names of the account. But then again, why would YouTube let you have your name, let you have a channel, if it was against YouTube policy? Like, I don't understand. So if you find out information on that, please let me know, brother. Elite Class, I want to say, here is your support for the month. Blessings you, sir. Dude, I cannot thank you enough for that. That is a huge contribution for the month, and I just really can't say thank you enough for that. That's a huge contribution for the channel. That's a huge contribution for the things that we want to do, man. So I really genuinely appreciate that. That is a lot. When people disperse their hard-earned money towards me, or towards this channel, I just want you to know that I never, ever take it lightly, ever. And I thank you so much for that, Elite. Thank you. Chuckalug says, to Mr. Sideways, do you have that hotel map any place besides Facebook? Yeah, it's on the link. And it should be on this link. I put it in my upload defaults. If it's not there, let me know, somebody. Dan says, hey Jeremy, I'm drinking cold brew coffee for work, loving the new content. What are your thoughts on the new retirement extension updates? Are you glad it doesn't affect you? I am glad it doesn't affect me, only because I don't have the money. I think it's a good idea for Thailand. I think you're going to see, you may not see an exodus of people leaving, but I do think that you are going to see a lot of people leaving that have been falsifying affidavits for a while. I'm not saying people are doing that. I'm just saying it's possible, right? So you may see a lot of people leaving Thailand in the retirement age category. Mr. Bono says, because of your integrity to the channel is why I keep watching the live chat. Thank you, sir. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. That M word is a beautiful word. Shame on YouTube. I agree, though. I agree. Hey, there's Richard. What's up, brother? Chuckalugs, safe flight, man. And be praying for your return to the States, man. Chuckalug says, Jeremy, do you have Sideways someplace we can find it? It should be in the description of this video. If it's not, when the video's over. Ozzy, what's up, man? Safe Richard, of course. Joshua says, Jeremy, big fan. Thank you for all the content. Great information. You are more than welcome. Isaac says, hey, I need to know how much you're paying for your phone, cell, internet service. Go back. I'm going to do a cost of living video probably tonight or tomorrow, but look at last month's. It's called a single man's cost of living near Pattaya, Ozzy. That's the name of the video. Look at that video when it breaks down all my cost of living in great detail. Scuba Time says, Richard, you was reading my mind. I was wondering where he was. Where is the upload? No, not upload. It should be in the. I'd upload defaults. The upload simply means the things that are uploaded automatically into my description and tags. So it should be in this video. If it's not, I'll figure out a way to get it there. There are, Monger says, see, I did it again. There are many businesses around the world that use it also. There are 6 roads in Australia along with my name. Yeah, you know, I'm not really worried about it. I find it unusual, man. It may be that I come back tomorrow and just tell you the heck with it. We're going to call you what we always call you. I don't know. AK, what's up, brother? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Rich says, time to go back to America and start posting some new content from the USA. That's right. Richard's going to be posting content from the USA for us, guys. It's not in the description. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. You guys are going to have to give me a little while. I have 4 classes back to back, but I will fix it, I assure you. Oscar says, you have my full support as long as you promise to hold my hand when I get there and show me the road. I'll do my best, buddy. I'll do my best. Yeah, check that vid, Ozzy. Check that vid. Isaac says, hello, brother. Love your videos. Thanks for posting them. You're so welcome, guys. You're so welcome. And please keep in mind that if nobody, again, with this motivational stuff, if nobody's talking about you, if nobody's fabricating stories about you, if nobody's hating on you, then you're probably not being successful, okay? That's probably the whole thing. You're probably not being successful at whatever you're doing. There's a difference in staying away from all the drama. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should respond to it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply talking about people that are talking about you. So this motivation can come from very unusual places, right? From a boss, from your co-workers that talk about you behind your back. You're this. I heard this about him. That's a good thing. That is a good thing, because that means you are doing something that either is more successful than what they're doing, or they envy you. One of the two. Let me go back here. Chuckalug says, why are Americans of retirement age leaving Thailand? Because now they have to prove their income for real, Chuckalug. They can't just do it with an affidavit. AK says, I'm just getting over the depression having to leave Thailand. I understand, man. Talk to Richard about that. He works on it. Heck with it, man. I'm just going to call you Monger, dude. Heck with it. I don't think... we haven't had a problem up until this point. I don't know why they would say anything otherwise. So I just say Monger. I'm working on it. Monger's working on a separate map for Bangkok that will also contain hotels where every booking made for a hotel supports my channel and guarantees the cheapest price for that particular hotel for you. And by the way, I have no problem posting that link either for you, because I really like you and you guys help out this channel a lot, and I appreciate it. So we'll take care of all that, man. We'll take care of all that. D-Easy, how soon you have to do a border run when you get there? Thanks for all your content. I may not have to do a border run at all. It depends on if I get a contract extension through my school, or if I get a contract through a different school. Scuba Tom says, sideways, it's time for a name change. Horizontal Fitness. I love it. Love it, love it. I'm just going to call him Monger. I don't care. Chuckalug says, oh yeah, I heard about that. Thailand wants you to put 25,000 American into one of their banks. Not down with that. Sorry, I'm getting other messages in here. What happens to the money if you die? That's a good question. Richard says, video coming soon on post-vacation depression as soon as I get to the post phase. I like that. Good. I'm glad you're going to send me something else, Richard. That's great. I'll be happy to post it, man. How do you prove your income? That's a very complicated question, Buono, and I encourage you to see a visa attorney. Contact a visa attorney over here in Thailand, and they will put you on the path to success for that. Swas, how are you, man? Maybe you can show us next time where you are teaching. I cannot, will not, and never will do that, simply for privacy's sake. And I don't want to be in violation of my contract either. Dan says, condos by the beach aren't selling, and the banks have called the loans. Thai has forced the government to require foreigners to put money in the banks. Ah, that's your opinion. Okay, I got you. Scuba's talking to Richard. Alonzo said, Richard's videos have been 100. I agree. AK, how come they are not dropping the prices when the baht is so strong compared to all the currencies? Don't know, man. See you, John. Not sure. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I'm not Thailand immigration, so I don't know. Oscar says the restrictions are not too bad, and you can combo your income and need less in the Thai bank. A true retired person should have a nest egg, or anyone really. I agree. Something I have to work on myself, but you know, we'll see how that goes. So I want to just say before I wrap this up, guys, remember, motivation can come from anywhere. Hang on, Richard says I've got a cold 6-pack waiting for me at my pad in America. That should help kick off some of the depression. Motivation can come from anywhere. Just because it seems bad at the time doesn't mean it is bad. Always remember that. Just because something seems like a failure does not mean you have failed. If you get up, you're good. There's nobody standing behind me waving at me, Fonz, so I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, Alonzo says, I think whatever the rules are, it's way worth it. You just have to adjust, and then you want to be there bad enough, you would do what it takes. I agree. I agree. So be open to motivation. Be open to disappointment, because motivation can become disappointment. Like me, when I see views and stuff dropping on this channel, I get motivated to do more, right? I want to do more, not less. It doesn't put me in the frame of mind of, oh, let me just give up and quit and try something different. No, I want to try I want to try something different other than YouTube. No, I want to try something different within YouTube, within the community, because I have a community. We've built a community, guys, and you guys are the reason that's happened. David says, thank you again, Jeremy, for all that you and Richard do for us. You are very welcome. AK says, think about vacation in low season because of the crazy prices. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do what works best for you. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Many pieces of content coming this week. And yes, T, I should be here in late March, no doubt. So much love, guys. Appreciate everything. Appreciate all the support. Find your own motivation. Find a solution. Don't think of anything as a problem. Think of solutions. So when something goes wrong, don't think of it as a problem. Think of it as a way to find a creative solution, and I assure you, your life will improve exponentially. That's it for me, guys. Take care. I will see you on the next one.